Well, good evening, everyone. This is Skinny E versus Score here from my YouTube channel where I do film reviews, documentaries, and interviews. I'm now doing my first music review for Gorillaz' new album, Humans. Now, for all those who are curious about Gorillaz, they're an animated music band from the UK which collaborates with several rappers and bands across the world. And they've been around since 2000, 2001, and they happen to be one of my favorite groups of all time more or less because of the animated music videos that they used to do, like Clint Eastwood, Phil Gooding, El Mañana, Tomorrow Comes Today. The list can go on. Some of my favorite albums are from them, particularly the first two, Demon Days and Gorillas. I like Plastic Beach. It wasn't that bad, but it wasn't as strong as the other two I've just mentioned. But having listened to Humans, I have to say I was a little disappointed in it. There wasn't, a strong enough song to make me say, "Oh my goodness, this is the greatest thing ever made. I'm so happy." I didn't get that same kind of vibe. I even didn't get that same kind of vibe when I listened to Humans. It didn't feel like I was listening to Canada's new album, which came out a few years ago, Tomorrow's Harvest, or Aphex Twin's new album, Syra, which I thought was pretty good, or The Prodigy's new album, The Day Is My Enemy. Public Service Broadcasting, they had two albums, Inform, Educate, and Entertain, and The Race for Safe, which were pretty damn good, especially the first one. That was a brilliant album, one of my all-time favorites. But unfortunately, this ain't no My Bloody Valentine's Love List, and for those Anthony Fantano fans who are listening on the needle drop, they do the and they do the so like what are you ripping off Max Headroom or something? I just want to spread that and pass that around. So I like Anthony Fantano's music reviews, but I do think he's copying a bit too much Max Headroom right there. Anyways, to the songs. As far as I'm concerned, the best songs would include Toss Up Between Andromeda, Busted in Blue, Hallelujah Money, and The Apprentice. Not the Trump Schwarzenegger TV show, the song itself. And from what I've heard about the music album was that it's very political in its tone. I think a lot of it has to do with the election that just came up. But from what I've heard, Orban removed all the references to El Trumpo's name and tried to make it a little less polarizing. But there were some political discussions and references to the Black Lives Matter movement in the album itself. I'm not going to go into the politics because I only like Gorillaz mainly because of their music videos and the songs. And from what I've got, this is a very strong hip hop element, R&B element to the album, more prominent than in the previous ones that they've done. I don't think it really colludes or collides together as much as I would have wanted it to have been. That being said, Prentice wasn't too bad, and Hallelujah Money. I saw the music video they've done for that, and they referenced SpongeBob and stuff, which was quite funny. But they didn't really emphasize the animation aspect as much as they used to. It's more about the political elements from how I'm seeing it. Um, that's about as much of my thoughts as I'm gonna provide to you. As far as worst songs on there, I was not a big fan of The Circle of Friends or We Got the Power. Not that Isley Brothers Public Enemy song, the Gorillaz song that they just played. I wasn't too big of a fan of that one, but what can you say? Damon Albarn was trying to give something fresh and new. He'd done the whole photorealistic album cover thing for this album, which works but doesn't work quite as often. It makes it give like a Polo Express type of vibe, but I'll have to listen to these songs again to get more of a better vibe of what I'm getting and how I feel for all these songs. But for now, it's quite rough for me. I'm just not feeling as much as I would have wanted. I think Boards of Canada and Aphex Twin done a hell of a lot better with their comeback albums after long years of not working in the industry. Girls might have a bit of some work to do, but hey, at least their viral campaign and the anime music videos make up for it. That is, if they still stick by it.